There will be a little bit of noise in this as Loaf, my cat, is just, she's literally right here on the desk with me. So I am here to finally do this Q&A. I was meant to do it about a year ago, to be honest, and I lost it completely in amongst all my filming stuff, and then re-asked last year for everybody's questions. So I'm gonna start off with, let me Loaf, hey, sticking her head in the blinds. Excuse me. There we go. She likes to sit in the window. So let's get around to the questions. So you asked, what is my favourite thing to do? Well, I'm quite a simple girl. I like gaming. I also like spending time with my cat, and I very much enjoy watching films, cooking, and cleaning here and there. I'm quite simple, and I love a good takeaway. Good girl. You also asked, what or who inspired you to start making ASMR? So I've been watching ASMR for many years, and I thought to myself, well, I've sort of given up on all my hobbies. From when I was younger, I said I could try this as one, or give it a go. And it was just watching other ASMR artists. I thought, you know what, that really speaks to me. So I decided to give it a go. I started watching GB ASMR, and then other ASMR artists on TikTok. And I thought, you know what, if they can do it, I'll give it a go. I was a bit shy at first, not sure why, but it was definitely worth it. So yes, it was more a thought of, well, if other people do it, why don't I give it a go? And I started it in lockdown as well, which I think was another good thing. It was there to help me with, consuming time, as I'm sure everyone else was finding other ways to consume time as well. You also asked, what is my favourite cheese type? I'm very certain I'm lactose intolerant, but I do really like cheese, which is a problem. But my favourite cheese type would be feta cheese, specifically baked in the oven for 20 minutes at 200 degrees in tomatoes, like cherry tomatoes, and then you mush it all together. It's like the TikTok feta cheese pasta, absolutely delicious. And I also do quite like mozzarella and brie. I think that's nice. You asked, what is my biggest fear? My biggest fear would probably be it'd probably be dying without having children. I really do want kids in the future, because I have always wanted kids, and I think losing the love of my life would be a hard one, which is my fiance. Hello, darling. And losing Loaf. She is my lovely girl. But yes, those would be my biggest fears. You also asked, what is my favourite game at the moment? I do play a lot of Fortnite. My favourite game ever, though, is Animal Crossing and Grounded. Grounded is by Obsidian, and Animal Crossing yeah, can't remember who it's by. Animal Crossing. Yeah, New Horizons specifically. Good girl. New Horizons specifically, I really do enjoy. What is my biggest achievement in life? My biggest achievement in life, I would have to say, would be leaving my toxic adoptive family behind. Was one of them. It was just the parents. And the second one was my choice in man. I've always made quite poor choices in partners in the past, and I know that this is my be all or end all now, and I'm very happy with that. He is very, very lovely. My rock. So I would say those. I would also say another achievement is just stop listening to what other people advise a lot of the time. Not all the time, but people always used to make me feel guilty if I ever treated myself in life, because I was unemployed, and because I do have several health problems, and I think people forget, just because you look okay doesn't mean you are. And people would always tell me how I should be spending my money because they were saying, basically they were like, oh well, we work for our money so we can choose how we spend it, and you don't work for your money, so you should not enjoy anything. So my bigger achievement was just not to stop listening to that, because it really does make you feel awful, and there's no need for it. I think people are just bitter and forget that life isn't as easy as it seems for other people sometimes. We all have different struggles. But yeah, those would be the ones. Where do I see myself in 5 years? I would like to think I would maybe have a child then. I see myself living with my partner, hopefully. And hopefully with a slight bigger following. I'm not sure. I'm very much a go with the flow person. I don't plan too much. I mean, plans are sort of important to me, but I don't make many plans. I'm quite an introvert. I'm severely an introvert. So yeah, I'd see myself living with my partner and maybe having a child or a child on the way. I would say so. What do you feel most passionate about? Food. Cats. Oh, she heard me. Excuse me. Food, cats. Contentness is actually one of my most biggest passions. I probably sounds a bit weird to some people. I found it really hard to be content in life until I hit maybe my mid-20s. And now I really do enjoy just being content, being in your own comfort zone. I'm passionate about people feeling comfort in a way. I'm also passionate about spreading awareness about people with disabilities and stuff. Thank you, Loaf. And because I myself have some disabilities, I'm dyspraxic and I have ADHD, and I'm on the waiting list for autism. I don't know if I have it or don't have it. I will see eventually. Good girl. So I'm quite passionate when it comes to that topic, because a lot of people do get it wrong. A lot of people I don't think have heard of dyspraxia, and there's really not much done to help people with dyspraxia, I feel. And same with ADHD, it's a bit awkward. But yes, those. Would I have any pets in the future, and what names? I do now. I have a cat, a black cat, with beautiful amber eyes called Loaf. I did get her recently. She is about 2 years old. She's very, very not overly energetic, but she is energetic. She loves climbing stuff, loves a good sleep, loves food, playful, very sweet. She's a bit touch and go on being picked up, but me and her are quite new to each other. But I do it in like short intervals to get her used to it, hopefully eventually, wherever she is. I'd probably in future have a dog, not here, if I moved in with my partner. And I don't know on a name, not sure. Have to wait and see. Okay. You also asked, energetic, I'm telling you, that's what she's. What song makes me want to claw my ears off with a rusty spoon? It would have to be Green Green Grass by George Ezra. Unfortunately, if any of you know Paul Breach from TikTok, that is why it was ruined for me. If you don't know who Paul Breach is, you can look him up, but don't pay him any attention. He's a very strange man. Favourite colour? My favourite colour, I have a couple. I really like sage green. I'm quite into beiges, but not so much for wearing, more for like furniture and stuff like that. And I quite like pink, but it's more baby pinkish. I find it quite calming, which is nice, considering I used to hate pink when I was younger, but I think it was because I was very, why should all girls like pink? I'm not going to like pink. So, a bit of a rebel, if you will. What triggers do you hate doing? Do you know what? It would have to be... Hello. It would have to be ones like shaving foam, slime, or glue sticks, because they all involve mess and needing to clean them up. And yeah, just the tidying part of them. What is my biggest regret in life? Truthfully, my biggest regret in life would not have been getting hard evidence that I was being abused in my adoptive home. Obviously, when you're a child, you don't think to do that, but if I had the knowledge now, but in my body at the time I was being abused, because they still walk around free telling people that I'm terrible when I'm not. I was abused, and not many people believed me, unfortunately. Friends and family who I get on with believe me. There were clear signs of it as well. Unfortunately, social services did let me down, and they gave me an apology, because I live in a place, a county, where their social services were recently, last year, on news for being one of the worst in the UK, I believe, and they've had to send out loads of apologies to different families. So I did get one myself, but yeah, they just nothing can be done. It's just one of those things, unfortunately. That was my biggest regret, but also at the same point, I can't beat myself up about that. I was a child. I didn't know how to get evidence. It's not the first thing you think of if you're being, beaten up or bullied or stuff like that. It's it's a hard time. And that was very deep, sorry. Last but not least, what is your favourite trigger to do? Cat hair, that's a perk. Do you know what? I have one now, and it's this. My dad gave me this. It's just some Baylis and Harding, black pepper and ginseng muscle soak crystals. Looks like this. Smells nice. Smells like a bloke, obviously. Actually, let's do it with this. You'll have to excuse Loaf, she's very active at night. It just sounds nice, like crunching gravel. Imagine someone walking down the gravel pathway to you. Or treading in snow. That would be my favourite at the time, currently. It's very, very nice. And also, nice packaging for tapping. Can feel Loaf under my legs. But yes, that is everything on the Q&A. I hope you enjoyed. I do apologise about the upload tonight being a little short and a little dull. Let's just say, truthfully, my sleep is awful at the minute. I'm very tired and I'm not sure why. I do have some family stuff going on, so that might be why. And the fact I have a new cat, so wherever she is, she's somewhere. But I hope you're all doing well. Please make sure you do at least one nice thing for yourself today, tomorrow, every day is my motto. It could be, I always say, like a comparison. It could be buying yourself a new piece of jewellery, or it could be getting your favourite ice cream from the shop and eating the whole tub. It could be anything. But yes, thank you to those of you watching. It's very kind, and I hope you're having a nice day. Make sure you go get something to eat and drink if you haven't already. She's somewhere. And thank you very, very much for watching. Also, I will just add, for Loaf's sake, wherever she is, I think you can see it in the description below. Not the description, sorry, in like my page, on my page you can find a link tree. It is, there she goes, it's a link and it takes you to all my other platforms I'm on, like YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, Instagram, and there is wish lists on there for Loaf. So there's a donation page for Loaf and a wish list for her on Amazon if any of you wanted to check it out. But don't be shy to go have a look, and you can definitely find all other socials on there. Alright.